So I just want to close this chapter.
Yeah, no, sure.
And I think I will need you to close this chapter.
Yeah, no, sure.
It's too much.
Yes, yeah, no, there's been a lot.
I
Yeah.
have kids, I have parents. My parents are old. They were sick, they couldn't sleep over the last weekend.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Sure.
If you still haven't watched this Daily Maverick video, it's a short watch. It's literally just 9 minutes. Okay, you don't even have to skip the ads. I actually encourage you to watch the ads to support the investigative journalism that went on there. For me, it was the camera in the tree with audio. I mean, for that alone, we've got to watch their ads. Anyway, if you haven't watched it, I did a video before with regards to Tebogo Malaka, okay? CEO of the Oxygen Tendon Dundurney, who allegedly flew from Johannesburg all the way to Stellenbosch. And when she got there with her spokesperson, and Opasha, and they sat down for tea, I imagine, or is it cappuccino? I don't know, okay? The video doesn't clarify that, but they were drinking some hot beverages. And while drinking those hot beverages, jiggy jiggy, at some point, 60,000 rands landed on the table. It was brought out from a Dior bag, okay? I didn't know Dior was in the business of cash transactions being given from the store. But anyway, we are not there. We are here inside Pagati within Tebogo Malaka. I have an update, okay? I'll talk about Dean McPherson in a second. But the update I have, okay, is don't mess with a breadwinner. Okay? I said it. I said it. I said it. I said it. Clearly, she's the breadwinner. That's why I started this video with the clip where she says, I have kids and I have parents. I've actually asked you guys to let me know in the comment section if you have kids and parents and if you would be in the business of handing out 60,000 rands cash to an investigative journalist so the journalist can stop talking about your 12 million rand house, which, by the way, that episode is coming out on Monday. Okay, my notifications are already on because I definitely want to see that investigation over there. But let's go back to the topic of the breadwinner. Okay, shall we? You see, when you mess with the breadwinner, you're messing with your food. So, the Malaka Family Trust. What? They have a trust? Has issued a statement. You're not going to believe this, so I'm going to jump straight into it. Funda Tembi Funda. For immediate release, Johannesburg, 7 August 2025. The Malaka Family Trust statement on the ongoing defamation and orchestrated attack against Miss Tebogo Malaka. You see, right there and there, I have a problem with that heading. What do you mean orchestrated attack? She got on the plane voluntarily and went to Cape Town and sat and had coffee and told us about the fact that she has children and parents and then called for Pasha to come and Pasha came with an envelope and handed it over to the journalist. Define orchestrated because the journalist didn't say make sure you bring 60K. How about that? But let's continue. Introduction. The Malaka Family Trust stands firmly with the breadwinner. I'm sorry, they didn't say that. Stands firmly with Ms. Tebogo Malaka in response to the defamatory allegations published by the Daily Maverick and the ongoing political campaign to remove her from the IDT, Independent Development Trust. These attacks are not grounded in truth, but in a calculated effort to replace her with a politically aligned figure during Women's Month, of course. Okay, I could see where they're going with that. A trap, not a bribe. Who brought the money though? That's the thing. I'm very much an open-minded person, but how do you call it a trap when she came with the money? Let us be clear. Miss Malaka did not offer a bribe, did not suggest one, and did not take out or authorize any money. Okay, fair. The money came out of Pasha, okay? The cash in question was produced. I knew they were going to go there. The cash in question was produced by the IDT spokesperson, not Miss Malaka. She did not invite the journalist, did not know him prior to the meeting, and did not select the venue or arrange the setup. Oh, come on. So she's being set up by the spokesperson? So, Pasha, it's your fault. This was a trap engineered by others and designed to entrap her, which raises the most critical unanswered question. Who set up the hidden cameras? That's my question too! And why? No, not why. I just need to know, can they give us a tutorial on how they did that? Because that was interesting, man. That was epic. That deserves a Grammy Award all on its own. The public deserves to know who orchestrated this recording and whether it was done legally, ethically, or part. Daily Maverick already told us they seek legal advice ahead of time, so you've got no legs to stand on there. Okay, and they even did affidavits. You're not gonna win this family trust. There is no crime called intention to bribe. Ooh. In the law, there is no such offense as intending to bribe, especially when no offer was made, no agreement was reached, and no money changed hands. What? Edited video and innuendo are not evidence. They are tactics of defamation. Political interference must be exposed. Miss Malaka's real offense, it seems, was her refusal to submit to political pressure. Her clashes with Minister Dean McPherson, including board disruptions and administrative interference, are well documented. It is no coincidence that this manufactured scandal emerged in the midst of that power struggle. Allegations of coordination between the journalist and the minister must now be taken seriously. These claims, raised by civil society and multiple political parties, require immediate and independent investigation. Okay? Listen, they are not playing in here, okay? This is politically orchestrated. It is not what it looks like. It is not a camera in a tree with the mic working very, very well. And 60,000 rands in $200 bills, 200 rand bills, stacked all nicely and neatly in a Dior bag, handed. Okay. I see what they say. Pasha arrived, opened his bag. Did they edit the video? Yes, of course they did. I mean, as someone who produces video, of course they did. Why would they give us the full? Maybe they should release the full raw footage. Oh, that would be an interesting one. But of course, they edited down to 9 minutes. I thought 9 minutes, was an injustice to us viewers. Okay, but it is what it is. They got to the main parts. Okay, there is no crime. Oh, I've already read that. And then this is what they say. Our call. We demand the full and unedited release of the video footage. Listen, when I read these, I never read them ahead because I want to react live on recording. I didn't know they were going to ask for that. That's a good ask. That's a fair ask. I agree. Disclosure of all communications between the journalist and the IDT officials, an independent inquiry, yet another one, ladies and gentlemen, into political interference and media collusion. A full investigation into who installed the cameras and under what authority. I'm here for bullet point number 4. I said it in my previous video. I'll say it again. I need to know. That is epic. They need to do a masterclass on that. Okay. They need to do a masterclass. I would pay just to know how they did it. Conclusion. Miss Malaka is being vilified, not for wrongdoing, but for standing her ground. She deserves due respect, not a public trial by edited video and political theater. We stand by her and call on all South Africans to defend the truth, fairness, and institutional integrity. Issued by the Malaka Family Trust. For contact person, you can call Ayanda Jele on 072 841 7579. The statement doesn't address the allegations about IDT at all. It's just strictly about the video. But anyway, this was an interesting read. I definitely want to hear from you what your thoughts are. The breadwinner, okay, is being defended by the family trust. Is that suspicious? No. I'll defend my breadwinner too. She's already been suspended. That's a big problem. We need the 12 million rand house finished and the luxury vehicles and done. And of course, we've got to go back to Dior. There's more shopping to do. But with that said, let me add the clip of the money coming out. I want you to watch it one more time. And while you're watching it, I want you to observe at the end where Malaka and Opasha walk away. Why did they not walk away together? Why did they walk away in separate directions? I need an inquiry on that. And I also need the camera angle to be from the other side, and we need to see them walk away. And why they walked away in separate directions. I mean, that left me quite concerned. And another thing I noticed in the video, why Tebogo Malaka? Why does she sit like that? Like, why are her legs like that under the table? Let me know in the comment section if you noticed as well. But yes, I'm very, very critical. I observe a lot of the unobserved. Nobody's talking about them walking away separately. And wait, the money came out of the bag, but then he takes it and he puts it in his jacket because, whoa, we got to get out of here real fast. And I still want to know who paid for the drinks. And with that said, I'll also clip in what Dean McPherson himself, the minister, said. Well, of course, he's opened up a case and done a press media briefing on that as well. But yeah, Kuningi, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below with
60,000 Rand. But they also intimated that there would be more money coming my way if I dropped my investigation into Malaka's house. After the cash had been placed on the table, I casually photographed it for our records. Next, I duly informed Malaka and Makhalane that I wouldn't be taking the alleged bribe after all. I told them that it had always been my intention to get them to present me with the cash and that I had never intended to take it. And then just like that, our meeting was over. I promptly stood up and left. Makhalane and Malaka, meanwhile, were in a hurry to get out of there too. At roughly 2 p.m, they got up and left the restaurant area. So, what then of Malaka's waterfall property, the issue the IDT CEO so desperately wanted to bury? Next week, Daily Maverick will publish a month-long investigation into a new house. We'll detail how it is linked to a prominent Gauteng business.
At 8 p.m. last night, I met with the board to discuss the events that unfolded in the media that morning. As I said on social media and to the board, watching the video of Ms. Malaka allegedly offering Mr. Myberg a bribe of 60,000 Rand made me sick to my stomach and left me in disbelief. It's one thing to hear about corruption. It's another thing to see it take place so blatantly and with a feeling of impunity. This stands in complete opposition to everything that I believe in and stand for as a minister. I briefed the board on my intended actions today and to understand what processes will unfold with regards to the disciplinary case against the suspended CEO. I can therefore confirm that earlier, a short while ago, I formally opened a criminal case against the suspended Chief Executive Officer of the Independent Development Trust, Mr. Tebogo Malaka, and the IDT spokesperson, Mr. Pasha Magala, at the Cape Town Central Police Station. These allegations remain deeply disturbing. They, in my view, are not just a criminal act, but an assault on the institutional framework of government to provide services to the people of South Africa, especially in the social infrastructure space that the IDT is responsible for. Attempting to bribe a journalist to bury the truth is an attack not only on the free press, but on our democracy.